day is on our side this morning. I can feel it when I wake. Light comes in without asking, like it knows the steps I'll take. I move slowly through the silence, let the room begin to breathe. Nothing heavy on my shoulders, just the calm I wanna keep. I don't rush into the minutes, I don't push the hours away. There's a softness in this moment that makes everything feel okay. The day is on my side this morning. There's no reason left to hide. Every sound feels warm and gentle, like the world is opening wide. I take my time with simple things: coffee, air, the sound of light. All the small unspoken moments feel surprisingly right. I'm not chasing big directions, I'm not searching for a sign. I'm just moving with a rhythm that feels steady, slow, and kind. The day is on our side this morning. I can walk into the flow. One deep breath, one clear feeling. Let the good energy grow. The music moves without pressure, like it understands my pace. Not too loud, not too quiet, just a familiar, friendly space. If later on the noise gets louder, if my thoughts begin to race, I'll come back to this beginning, to this gentle, open place. The day is on our side this morning, and I'll let that feeling stay. One soft beat, one honest moment, that's a beautiful way to start the day. The day is on our side this morning, and I don't need anything more, just this calm, this light, this rhythm, as I step outside the door. rush in any direction. Just a calm I can't deny. I wake up into the quiet, let the room begin to move. Every sound feels uncomplicated, like it's got nothing to prove. I don't hurry the beginning, I don't pull the day apart. There's a softness in this moment that feels honest to the heart. Morning comes without asking, like it knows exactly when to show me all the open space I couldn't see back then.
I take my time with small intentions, with the air, with what I feel. Every breath feels less demanding, every step feels more real. The rhythm moves like conversation, gentle, steady, clear. Nothing loud is trying to lead me, nothing pulls me out of here.
Morning comes without asking, and I follow where it goes. One clear thought, one open feeling, that's enough for me to know. I don't need the whole direction, I don't need the perfect plan. Sometimes peace is just a moment where you're standing as you stand. If later on the noise returns, if the hours start to race, I'll come back to this beginning, to this quiet, open place. Morning comes without asking, and I let the feeling stay. One soft groove, one honest breath, that's a gentle way to start the day. Morning comes without asking, and I move along with it. Just this sound, this light, this rhythm, where the day begins to fit. Morning comes without asking. Morning comes. We start where we are this morning, no pressure, no rush to begin. The light comes in like a soft reminder that today can let us in. I wake up without a storyline, no role I need to play, just a quiet sense of presence that really says it's okay. I don't push the minutes forward, I don't pull them back. I let the rhythm set its pace and keep me on the track.
We start where we are this morning, with open air and time. Every thought feels less demanding, every breath feels kind. I notice the smallest details, the way the room feels warm, the sound of life just happening without a need to perform. The beam was like an endless standing,
moving slowly. Let the day find its shape. I don't need to force a feeling. I don't need to escape. If later on the pace gets farther, if the noise tries to stay, I'll come back to this beginning and let it fade away. And start where we are this morning, with a calm that feels sincere. One soft groove, one honest moment that keeps makes sense of here. We start where we are this morning and let that truth remain. Just this song is like this rhythm, moving gently through the day. Start where we are. We start where we are.
The day opens like a window, quiet air, a softer sound. Nothing pulling up my focus, nothing asking to be found. I step into the morning with an easy kind of trust, letting minutes fall around me like they know I'm here to last.
I don't need to shape the feeling. I don't need to speed it up. There's a grace in letting moments feel the space they come to touch.
I'm moving with the gentle hours, where the light feels warm and near. Every breath becomes a promise that the way is clear.
I'm moving with the gentle hours,
Slow and steady, open wide.
nothing heavy in my pockets, nothing left to hide.
Palm leaves sway without a reason. Coffee steamed against two rise. Little thoughts drift out and settle somewhere under open skies.
I don't ask the day for answers. I don't count what hasn't been. Peace arrives in how I listen, not in what I try to win.
Let the rhythm hold my balance, not too far and not too close. There's a freedom in the middle, yeah, my body knows. I'm moving with the gentle hours, like the tide along the shore. Every step feels less demanding than it did before. I'm moving with the gentle hours, and it feels enough to stay. Not ahead and not behind, just away in today. gentle hours.
Bending knees become my guide.
Open heart and open rhythm.
Walking side by side.
I'm moving with the gentle hours.
Some might resting where I am. One soft beat, one steady breath. This is how I stand. Gentle hours there.
I woke up feeling something shift. Not loud, not sharp, just real. Like the day was waiting quietly. See how I would feel.
No big plans inside my pocket. No map telling me where to go. Just a soft sense of direction that I'm starting to know.
I don't need to rush the moment. I don't need to fill the space. Sometimes peace is simply choosing to move at my own pace. I'm learning how to breathe again. Slow and honest here and now. Letting go of all the noise I used to carry somehow. I'm learning how to trust the day, even when I don't see far. Every step feels lighter when I stay where I am. There were days I tried too hard, try to be someone else, listening to voices that never really help.
Now I hear a different sound.
Something calm inside my chest. It doesn't promise anything. It just lets me rest. I don't need the world to notice. I don't need a sign above. I'm finally understanding what it means to be enough. I'm learning how to breathe again. No defenses, no disguise. Finding strength in quiet moments. Finding truth in simple life. I'm learning how to trust the day, letting it unfold its way. Not ahead, not behind, just alive in today. If the road feels unclear tomorrow, if my thoughts begin to race, I'll come back to this feeling, this gentle open play. No answers carved in stone, no future I must control. Just this breath, this sound, this beat, keeping me whole. I'm learning how to breathe again, and it feels like coming home. Not because I found everything, but because I'm not alone. I'm learning how to trust the day, with an open heart and mind. Whatever comes, whatever stays, I'll be fine. reminds me where I stand. No edges, no demand. Air moves slowly through the room, like it knows just who I am.
Light leans softly on the day. Nothing pulls me either way. I don't chase what's far ahead. I stay close to what I say.
I don't need to fill the space, I don't need to speed the time. There's a truth in letting go that feels quite aligned. I'm letting ease lead the moment, step by step, breath by breath. Everything feels more forgiving when I give it less. I'm letting ease lead the moment, warm and open, slow and clear. Nothing loud is calling me, nothing pulling me from here. Palm shadows shift and rest. Coffee warmth against my chest. Little thoughts lose all their weight when I stop to second guess.
I don't ask the day for proof. I don't try to hold the view. Peace arrives without a sound when I let it move me through.
Let the rhythm find its way, not too far, not too near. There's a comfort in this pace that my body hears. I'm letting ease lead the moment, like the tide along the shore. Every breath feels simpler than the one before. I'm letting ease lead the moment, and it feels enough to stay. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, just awaken today. If the hours start to hurry, if the calm begins to thin, I'll return to this beginning, where the quiet pulls me in. No pressure, no direction, just a sound that gently grows. Everywhere I pause a moment feels like home. I'm letting ease lead the moment, open heart, unguarded mind. Every step feels lighter when I leave the rush behind. I'm letting ease lead the moment, sunlight resting where I am. One soft beat, one steady breath, the day in my hands. Easy me. The day opens like a window, quiet air is soft to sound. Nothing pulling at my focus, nothing asking to be found. I step into the morning with an easy kind of trust. fall around me like they know I'm here to last. I don't need to shake the feeling, I don't need to speed it. There's a grace in little moments, fill the space they come to touch. I'm moving with the gentle hours, where the light feels warm and near. Every breath becomes a promise that the way is clear. I'm moving with the gentle hours, so steady, open light. Nothing heady, no pockets, nothing left to hide. I only sway without a reason. Coffee steam begins to rise. Little thoughts drift out and settle somewhere under open skies.
Come on, that's the day, for instance. I don't count what hasn't been. Peace that rhymes and how I listen. Matter what I try to win. Like a rhythm, hold my balance. Not too far and not too close. There's a freedom in the middle that my body knows.
I'm moving with the gentle hours, like the tide along the shore. Every step feels less demanding than it did before. I'm moving with the gentle hours, and it feels enough to stay. But I had and not behave, just awaken today. If the noise goes later on, if the calm begins to blend, I'll return to this beginning, where the quiet meets my hands. All directions carved in stone, just a beat that softly grows. Everywhere our powers are roaming, feels like home. I'm moving with the gentle hours, letting reeds become my guide. Open heart and open rhythm, working side by side. I'm moving with the gentle hours, sun that resting where I am. One soft beat, one steady breath. This is how I stand. Gentle hours, gentle hours.
I wake up and the room is kind. Light arrives without a sound. No rush hiding in my chest, just steady ground. The air feels clean inside my lungs, like it's always been my friend. I don't ask it for tomorrow, thank it for now and then. My body moves the way it knows, not perfect but it's mine. Every breath a quiet rhythm, keeping time. I feel my pulse, I feel my skin, I feel the morning stay. see the truth arrive when I let myself stay. Alive is enough this morning. Breathing slow and wide. Nothing missing, nothing broken on the inside. Alive is enough this morning. Warmth in every cell. I don't need a better reason to feel well. I'm grateful for the quiet strength that carries me through days. For hands that hold my coffee cup. For feet that find their way. I'm grateful for the healing sleep that visits in the night. For waking up without pain and opening my eyes. Oh, love doesn't always shout my name. Sometimes it sits near in the way my shoulders soften when I'm here. I don't chase a louder life. I don't beg the flow. I let the current take me gently where it goes.
I don't need to earn this moment. I don't need to prove. Being alive is not a goal, it's something I allow to move.
Alive is enough this morning. Steady heart, calm breath. I'm not fighting time today. I'm walking with it, yes. Alive, alive is enough this morning. Sunlight in my chest. I don't need to be more ready. This is already my best.
If the world grows loud later, if my mind forgets this truth, I'll return to this beginning where breath and body soothe. No finish line, no perfect form, no crown to wear, just blood and bone and open lungs and presence here.
Inhale, hold. Exhale. I'm home. Alive is enough this morning, and I hold it with care. Not because tomorrow's promised, but because now is here. Alive is enough this morning. Gentle, strong, and true. Healthy in this moment, and that's more than I ever knew. Thank you, breathe. Thank you, heart. Thank you, life. Ah, ah,
I wake up and the room is kind. Light her eyes without a sound. No rush hiding in my chest, just steady ground. The air feels clean inside my lungs, like it's always been my friend. I don't ask it for tomorrow, I thank it for now and then. My body moves the way it knows, not perfect but it's mine. Every breath a quiet rhythm, keeping time. I feel my pulse, I feel my skin, I feel the morning stay. Nothing asking me to hurry nothing pulling me away.
I used to think I needed more to finally feel okay. Now I see the truth arrive when I let myself stay.
Alive is enough this morning. Breathing slow and wide. Nothing missing, nothing broken on the inside. Alive is enough this morning. Warmth in every cell. I don't need a better reason to feel well. I'm grateful for the quiet strength that carries me through days, for hands that hold my coffee cup, for feet that find their way. I'm grateful for the healing sleep that visits in the night, for waking up without pain and opening my eyes. Love doesn't always shout my name. Sometimes it sits near, in the way my shoulders soften when I'm here. I don't chase a louder life, I don't beg the flow. I let the current take me gently where it goes. I don't need to earn this moment, I don't need to prove. Being alive is not a goal, it's something I allow to move. Alive is enough this morning. Steady heart, calm breath. I'm not fighting time today, I'm walking with it, yes. Alive is enough this morning. Sunlight in my chest. I don't need to be more ready. This is already my best. If the world grows loud later, if my mind forgets this truth, I'll return to this beginning, where breath and body soothe. No finish line, no perfect form, no crown to wear, just blood and bone and open lungs and presence here. Inhale, hold, exhale. I'm home. More than I ever knew. Thank you, breathe. Thank you, heart. Thank you, breathing. Thank you, heart. I don't wake up chasing anything. I just open my eyes. Let the morning find me the way it lies. There was a time I pushed so hard to feel ahead, to feel right, but everything it needed was waiting in the quiet. I learned how loud my thoughts were when I finally slowed down. How peace doesn't arrive suddenly, it settles when you stay around. Some days I still feel fragile, like I'm carrying unseen weight, but I don't rush to fix the feeling. I let it breathe, I let it wait. Step back, connect for answers, stop and end inside. I trust the space between moments when nothing needs to shine. The past comes back in fragments, not to hurt, not to stay, just reminding me how far I've come in its own cry away. The darker the evenings, they don't scare me like before. I know light moves in cycles, it always finds a door. I speak softer to myself now when things don't go as planned. I've learned that crying mustn't work. It's something there's a common reputation in footsteps on the floor, in music playing low at night, to an open door. I let the sound carry, no words don't interfere. Sometimes silence says more. I don't trace a happiness, I let it come and go, like a guest who stays a moment and leaves me warm and sore. I forgive the older versions that didn't know their way. They were trying to survive, stay. I move with less resistance now, I breathe a little deeper too. I don't need to change the world, I just stay honest and true. And maybe that's the good energy people try so hard to find. Not something loud or perfect, just a peaceful state of mind. Being present in the moment, letting nothing pull me apart. Staying gently can make it to my own heart. So I walk into the night without fear what I'll see. I'm not searching for a better life. I'm learning how to be. The city breathes slower after midnight, when the lights up trying so hard. That's when I feel closest to myself. Not broken, not girded, just soft. I'll walk without checking the time, letting my thoughts drift ahead. There's something honest in the dark. It doesn't ask to be led. I remember who I was in a hurry, always afraid of falling behind. Feels if life was a race I didn't choose. I still try to win every time. I carried expectations like armor, or strength will tailing this slip. Forgot that being present was the bravest thing I could give. Somewhere between tired and crying, I stopped arguing with the past. Stopped asking for moments, wording in less. But realized not everything ends badly. Some things just finish their role. At least ways behind them, so something else can grow. I don't rewrite old memories now. I'll let them exist as they are. They don't define where I'm going, they just show how far I've come. There's a calm that lives underneath all the noise I once believed. It doesn't shout or demand, it waits patiently to be seen. I feel it when I stop explaining, when out of silence stay. And I don't rush to fill the gaps with words I don't mean to say. Some nights feel heavier than others, but I don't label them wrong. They're part of the same rhythm, carries me along. I've learned that balance isn't stillness. In moods it brings a chill. Some days it feels like breathing, some days it feels like grit. I don't try to control the future, I don't replay what's gone. I stand in the space between my love keeps moving on. There's freedom in choosing less and not needing to be seen. Think find the peace in ordinary things that don't try to be pristine. Every solve persistent traffic, or windows slightly open, like unfinished conversations that no longer feel broken. I talk to myself more gently now, especially when I'm unsure. I don't demand clarity, I allow myself to endure. Not everything needs meaning, not every feeling a name. Some things are meant to be felt, then released again. I trust the slow unfolding of who I'm meant to be, not a destination or version, just a deeper honesty. So I'll move through this moment without forcing it to shine. I let the night hold me briefly, then return me the time. I don't chase peace anymore, let it come and go like a familiar crowd. found me on its own, like a thought that stays quiet but never feels alone.
Stay where a moment slowed, just long enough to hear that not everything needs a name to feel sincere.
I'm moving the day open space, now where it pulls me through. There's a rhythm I don't question, it already knows what to do.
I don't rush the begin, I don't chase the end.
I let the hours
Shape themselves unbound.
We don't ask the time for answers, we just keep instead. Forward feels lighter when nothing's held too tight.
Keys in my hand, strength in view. Something familiar feels smooth, like repetition. Finally learn how we move.
There's warmth and simple progress in doing without display.
Trust in what unfolds when we stay.
I don't need this moment louder, I don't need it clean. I like it slightly unfinished in between.
I don't need a reason ready, I don't need a sign.
I trust the way the day responds when we don't force try. And energy doesn't shout or rise,
It aligns.
when movement feels honest
Inside, if the pace shifts made earth on, I'll remember this. These events are in the day like this.
I'll remember how we started,
It's that mid-breath,
nothing needed,
fixing nothing left.
two voices,
One direction that flies, not slow, just awake and ready to go. slips across the floor. Quiet moments at the door. No alarms inside my head. Just the day ahead. I move easy, breathe it in. Let the small things slowly win. Every sound feels soft and right, like a calm, awake delight. I'm not chasing any sign. I trust the pace, I trust the time. Ooh, there's a rhythm in my step that I don't need to interrupt. I let the good come naturally. I let the heavy pass from me. Nothing loud, nothing forced. Just a steady inner course. Piano plays a gentle line. Strings reply in open time. Guitar keeps the feet in place with a simple, honest grace. I walk forward light and clear. Everything I need is here. No reason to look behind. I'm alive. If the moment changes shape, that's okay, I won't escape. I know how this feeling grows in the way the morning flows. Everything flows from here this morning. No sharp turns, no need to try. The light moves easy through the silence, like it knows exactly why. I wake up in the open moments. No way waiting on my chest. Just a calm that feels familiar. I finally get to rest. I don't push the day to hurry. I don't pull it close with fear. There's a rhythm in this breathing that feels steady, slow and clear. Everything flows from here this morning. One step gentle, one step true. Every sound feels less demanding. Every thought feels new. I take my time with simple details, with the air, the light, the tone. Even standing here in nothing feels a little like my own. The beat moves warm and understanding, like a friend who knows my pace. Not to lead me, not to guide me, just to stay right in this space. Everything flows from here this morning, and I let the feeling grow. One clear breath, one open moment. That's enough for me to know I'm not not searching for direction. I'm not fixing what has been. I'm just moving in this present, letting quiet settle in. If later on the noise arrives, if the hours feel too near, I'll return to this beginning, where the sound feels soft and clear. Everything flows from here this morning, and I walk along the way. One soft groove, one honest rhythm. That's a perfect way to stay. Everything flows from here this morning. Everything flows. Everything flows. Everything flows from here. Everything flows from here this morning. And I let that truth appear. Just this sound, this warmth, this rhythm.